Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the fourth episode of 2-Minute Pro Tips, and we're going to hop right into it. This episode is going to be about student decompression or stress decompression. In a college aspect, of course. Being a college student, as you are if you're watching this, or the professor, hello, Professor Davies, student decompression is a big deal. Especially in your latter half of college, your junior, senior year, you're going to be pressed. Very hard pressed to get things done, meet deadlines, and meet criteria that you may not be accustomed to. The way I find is easiest to decompress is to keep things in perspective. It's so easy to lose perspective when you're buried in work. But if you're like me, I'm a very don't look at the route, look at the destination type of person. So I do my best to not focus on the tasks in front of me. I get them done because I'm focusing on what is my end game, what is the final objective here. But I don't want to talk about that too long. In fact, I'm hopping off that right now because that method may not work for most people. Most people can't look at what does this give me in the end. We're very oriented towards immediate gratification. So a good way to decompress is to understand that time is short, but time is also very easily manageable because time is what you say it is. So find things that work for you in the sense of you have 5 things due at midnight, you woke up relatively late. Okay, that's bad. You have a mountain of work ahead of you. But it is not only okay, but it is better for you to do what you can and take a 30-minute, 1-hour break than try to cram it all at once and overload yourself and start spinning tires, and then your work's not as effective and it's not of adequate quality. You need to be showing the best version of yourself in your work academically. So decompression can be what you want it to be. I personally believe that decompression is understanding that you are a human being, you need breaks, but in lieu of those breaks you need to understand what your end goal is or what your current goal is, depending on what works for you. I keep going back to end goal because that's how I view it. My objective by doing all of my work is I want to graduate. Well, I've done that, and I've done the things necessary. I graduate on the 7th, and that's just my route. That's what's worked for me, is understanding what my end goal was. So find what works for you, what makes these things feel less heavy, and then set your goals for yourself and find out how can I manage these things, lighten my load, and decompress so that I'm not freaking out all the time. It may be a 1-hour break. It may be walking to the fridge to get a soda you like and taking a sip before coming back to the computer. These things vary for different people. It's just important to realize what works for you. It's very trial and error. And I believe if you start early on in your academic career, you'll have it down pat for your latter half, and that's always the way to go. But better late than never, especially in these situations. Just get it down. Make sure you're keeping your head on straight, and stay safe, stay smart, stay vigilant. And that'll be it for this episode. Thank you very much.